Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the east side of Alva, Oklahoma. Not in the suburbs, but in Alva proper. Here at the studio of KALV, it is Chamber Chats with the Chamber Lady. Actually, half of the two Chamber Ladies. Not Megan, but yes, Jody. How are you doing, Jody?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. A long, rather arduous weekend, two funerals,
Oh, yes.
and lots of sadness. Now, there is one redeeming thing about the funerals of the people that I go to, and that is we always eat.
No, there you go.
Yep, yep. So, Jody, how's it going?
Oh, good. Busy. We're finishing up September here.
I saw the
Running into
sign coming in,
October.
the insurance sign that they changed, and it says, I thought of you because it says, well, here we are in September, and you know what that means. Merry Christmas.
That's right. That's right.
You've got it coming up, huh?
Yeah, we're working on that. We've got some things before that though.
Well, yes, but yeah, okay.
we do tend to just run straight into Christmas, but there are things happening before then.
Well, and in your family, not in mine, but in your family, Halloween is big, isn't it?
Halloween is big, but our hay maze is big. We're working on the hay maze.
I saw a post on Facebook this weekend that said a hay maze for senior citizens, and it was
Like,
mowed.
Yeah,
it was
there you
all
go.
6 inches tall.
There you go. Well, they are currently working on that. They're hauling. They've got quite a bit hauled in, but they've still got some more to haul in this week, and then arranging it, rearranging, making the maze one bale at a time. The hope is that it will be finished by Saturday. That's always our goal, is to be open that first Saturday of October. However, the rain last week really held us up quite a
it'll do
bit.
that.
So, you can't get into a field making a bunch of ruts and stuff, that really can screw it up.
Yes.
Screw up a field. So we don't want to do that. So
Once your guys get the maze laid out, do they change it ever during the deal?
no, it's a different maze every year. But once it's done, it's done. We always say that, hey, we're going to leave this open for a possibility to add more to it or to, switch it up here at the end. We never, no, we don't. We always have that thought. Like if Jared's like, man, I wanted a few more bales than this, because our biggest maze was 1,500 bales one year. And so that's always, his goal is always 1,000. And to get as close to 1,000 as he can.
We've had some years where a round bale was a pretty expensive piece of property.
It's true. Yeah. I think our smallest maze has been like 750, something around there.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure what he's at this year, but we are the largest round bale maze in Oklahoma. So
Is that right?
That is
right.
right.
Do you know the people that do the maze at Hydro?
Like P-Bar Farms?
Yeah.
We have met them. We don't personally know them. It's been years since we've been down there, but they're also a part of Oklahoma Agritourism. I believe that that this may be their last year.
Really?
I think that I saw that somewhere, that they had attempted to maybe get someone to purchase it, but it just hasn't happened. So I think that it may be their last year. I'm not positive on that. So don't say Jody said.
Sage's show today, I caught part of it coming in, is, from that show I got, Sage says that the average age of a rancher in the United States is 63.
Wow.
Cage says that the average age of a farmer in the United States, he has read somewhere, is older than that.
Mm-hmm.
And she points out on the show that it's intense labor.
It is.
It is. There's no way to get around. I didn't understand when I was younger that we had to do all that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, those cattle look like they could probably eat any time of day. Why are we feeding them at 6 a.m.? All of that stuff that just it just makes it tough.
But can I ask you a question? How many farmers and ranchers do you know that have actually retired?
Well, you can't retire.
That's what I'm saying.
You
so
cannot.
The average age, like that, like boosts up the average age, right? So
Yes.
if you figure it's like, between 45 and 85, then your average is going to be 65, right?
Yes.
So anyway, that's just thought that goes into it is, you got a lot of, I don't know. We work the farm when we're young. We do those things when we're young because that's what we're told to do.
I don't know
then-
when my dad would have retired,
Uh-huh.
but at age 74, he was throwing square bales out of the top door of the barn
Mhm.
on a freezing day, and his gloves stuck in the wire that held the bales
Mhm.
and jetted him out of the barn down onto what hay he already had there and broke
Oh my
ribs
goodness.
across his front.
Mhm.
And that caused him to call Lester Evans and say, okay, rent this stuff, I'm done.
Mhm.
And that was another part of Sage's story is, and the young lady that we just lost,
Mhm.
21 years old.
Mhm.
And Sage was saying, yes, it's labor intensive, farming and ranching, but it's also dangerous
It
as heck.
is. It is.
And the way some of us do it, it's really dangerous.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yep. So always lots to do on the farm, lots to do to get ready for the hay maze, lots to do. So they're hauling hay right now. Hopefully it will be all rearranged into a escapable maze. I always tell people, yeah, you're going to get lost, but you're just lost right there.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, you're not-
We don't leave. We've never had someone stay the night in the maze that we're aware of. We always check the parking lot, make sure that nobody's just stuck in there. We go make a pass through at night, when we've got the flashlight maze, make sure no one's just stuck in there. So anyway, so if you're lost, it's okay. You're not lost forever. You're just lost for a minute, but it's a lot of fun. And
It
so
is.
we've got that coming up along with, of course, the petting zoo, and our farm themed playground. So that will be opening in October, hopefully this Saturday. Stay tuned to Bratz Menagerie Facebook page, Instagram, all the social media to make sure that you know what exactly is going on and coming up for that. Now, before that, though, is the Fall Fling this week. This week with the Fall Fling, that's a Northwest Family Services fundraiser. It's one of their big fundraisers that they have.
And what's it called?
Fall Fling.
Okay.
So they've got local merchants who are open late from 5 to 7:30. You purchase a ticket for $10. You can get those at Northwest Family Services at 620 Flynn Street, or you can call 327-2900 to get your tickets. I believe that there might be some tickets available through some other places as well. But all of the local, not all of them, but a big list: Lottie Daw, Lazy Coyote, Daisy Village, Holder Drug, Bates and More, Bates Co. and More, whatever. Bates Co. Bates and Co. That's what it is.
Work
Bates
on that.
and Co. Sorry. It used to be Bates Bose Co., but now it's Bates and Co. Anyway, Bates is getting some good advertising today because I just
Rather
keeps on
left-handed,
saying.
but yes. Yes.
Anyway, Turquoise Creek, Showtime and Rialto, Sweet Harper and Co., Graceful Arts, God Family Country, Alva Beer Co., G&G Home Furnishings, and Shoemakers Copper Penny. These will all be open on Thursday night, October 2nd, from 5 to 7:30. You get your ticket for $10. And what you do is you get to go hopped through each one of these places. And while you are checking out each merchant's fall merchandise and everything, you get a little snack. There's like a snack in each place as well that Northwest Family Services is serving. So it's just kind of a shop and stroll, nice event because, hey, weather's beautiful right now.
Oh,
Right?
gorgeous.
Like, so you get to go walk around the square. And I will argue that we have one of the most, like, we really have such a great, beautiful downtown area.
We do.
And so we get to just do that. It just, I don't know, feels good, hometown living, quiet, fun. Hey, hello, neighbor,
Yes.
sort of
Yes.
activity for the fall fling. So do that on Thursday night. And then along with that, it's helping a great cause with Northwest Family Services. So that's happening on Thursday.
Speaking of downtown and impressive and so on, this last weekend was homecoming for the Goldbugs.
Mhm.
And I went down to the parade. The KRDR people were doing it, and I was messing around with them. So
Mm-hmm.
I went down to the parade thinking, well, really not thinking, just empty-headed. I don't, just whatever happens. What an impressive thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a big-time parade.
Yeah. And the Goldbug, the Education Foundation, the Goldbug Education Foundation has been honoring people for 10 years for the Distinguished Goldbug Award. And so those were all of those.
That were in the convertibles? Okay.
Yeah.
I wondered what that competition was because it's obviously a competition of sorts.
Well, it's people who are nominated as a Goldbug who has done something outstanding in their career or in their life, or just people that want that you want to honor these people, and so they're nominated each year, and then their committee, I believe, votes on who that is, on who gets to be the Distinguished Goldbug. They have a meal for them, and anyway. So they all got to be honored on Friday.
it was really impressive.
Yeah. Hey, and as we talk about homecoming, coming up is Northwestern homecoming.
Coming up is Northwestern.
And so in just a month, we've got August 25th and those few days before leading up to it, that homecoming week. August 25th is the Saturday. Homecoming buttons are now on sale. I've got those available at the
Is that
chamber
what you
office.
got there?
That's what
Is
I've
that
got
what you
on.
have?
Yeah, I wore it just so I would remember to say something about that. So those are only $10. The buttons are only $10, and that will get you discounts the week of homecoming at several different merchants around town, as well as into the Miss Cinderella competition on Thursday and Friday night, and the game on Saturday. So it's a huge value. I think the game, how much do the tickets to the games cost?
Well, let's ask
$18?
the associate SID here. How much are tickets to the game, Mr. Associate SID? Wait a minute. Let me give you a microphone so you can speak authoritatively.
There we go. So tickets for the Northwestern football game. If you're a 13 and over, it's $15 just for the one game. If you're 12 and under, it's free. Staff and students, of course, get in for free as well.
Okay. So it's going to be a great value for you to purchase your homecoming button. And so each person who has a homecoming button on, you get into the game for that purchase of the button. So if you purchased it this week, you get into the game for free with that homecoming button. So, and it's the premier fundraiser for homecoming. It is what finances all of the homecoming festivities, and that's a pretty amazing parade and time as well. So,
It is. Speaking of homecoming, Cade Kennedy, myself, I don't think that's grammatically correct, but bear with me or we'll get through this. It's homecoming in Winoka.
Oh, okay.
This Friday night, Sharon Mutual coming to town. Sharon Mutual, it appears, has a fine football team. The Railroaders, we'll just do a bit of sports right here. The Railroaders lost their quarterback to injury a couple weeks ago. They lost their second quarterback to injury last week. So somebody's either got to get back from injury, or Roland George, who's a running back, will become the quarterback. And it's kind of a coaching frenzy just to keep people going the right direction. And speaking of coaching frenzy, the head coach of the Mighty Rails, Payson Slater, and his wife, Jen. Actually, Jen probably had more to do with this than Payson did, now that I think about it. They welcome a new baby in. Sam, who is 1 now, has a baby brother named Blake. So congratulations to all of those. Now, this is a comment not greeted by some, but talk about a great coach's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Jen had the baby on the bye week. Huh? Okay.
Oh, goodness.
I'm done with that.
Well, hey, Ben, on Thursday, we talked about how the Fall Fling is happening. On Friday is the first Friday Art Walk. Happens the first Friday of every month. As you know, as we talked about, it's almost October. Crazy. We are going to step into the final quarter of the year in just 2 days. And so, but along with that, we have got the first Friday Art Walk, which happens every first Friday. So the Graceful Arts Gallery and Studio will be open with new featured artists, Roger Riggs and Doug Compton. And then the Runnymede will be open with Nescatunga. They are hosting the Piece by Piece Quilt Guilds. So you can go check out all of the quilts that have been made. And there's going to be a pumpkin painting workshop. And then Oktoberfest on Saturday. And that is at the Alva Beer Co. They're celebrating their 1-year anniversary. So it's Oktoberfest there starting at 4 p.m. They'll have beer and specials and contests and brats and pretzels. And then they'll also have a band, BC and the Big Rig. So, and hey, pumpkin patch is open. Go grab your pumpkin at the Core Ministries pumpkin patch that's in the parking lot of G&G and VAP. You can go check that out.
Big thing.
Mm-hmm. You can go check out the pumpkin patch. It is officially open. Go grab your pumpkin, carve it, paint it, whatever you choose to do. That's always a fun fall activity.
Thank you to all of you that are listening today. We appreciate it very much. We've had 2 really distinguished listeners check in. The Princess is standing by with comments and critiques, I'm sure. And then we welcome in Jerry Robertson. Now, you don't know that name, I don't think. Maybe some will. He's a very famous guy. He is a real Western writer. Now, and what that means, I think, is that he doesn't, like Sheldon Russell, takes things of this country and does novels on them. In fact, the novel that he's working on right now it comes from Alva. I think it comes from the Castle on the Hill, I think. And that's supposed to release in October. We're about there. Jerry comes from Wyoming, I think. I should get this right, but may not. And he's visiting us because he goes to actual places, and he's done a book or 2 on Fort Reno. He's done a book on how the American Indians in Oklahoma were moved and where they went and what they got upset about or not. So he's in town. And he's going to come here to the studio today at 4 o'clock. We'll hopefully tape a little bit with him because I'm sure he's not going to stay around very long. He's from a long, long ways from here. So
Mhm.
thank you to you two for joining us today. And Jody, you and Megan got any last words here?
Oh gosh. No, just stay tuned to our social media pages. Get signed up for the newsletter, and don't just get signed up for the newsletter. Open the newsletter and read it so you know everything that's happening in the area.
I don't know who does that newsletter, but they work at it, whoever it is, because it's really well done.
It's both of us are always throwing stuff in there. Yep.
Oh, it's the two of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Oh, thank you for joining us. This has been Chamber Chats with the very famous but very humble Jody. Ben Buckland with you, inviting you to join Rose and Ben on Thursday morning. We have some incredibly entertaining things, and we're about to move to a national podcast, which sounds like real work to me. Jody, thank you. And we now return you to what we call pretty loosely regular programming. Thanks for joining us.